There is a vegetable you eat every week that was engineered 2,500 years ago to trap everything it touches: rain, pollen, light. And now, pesticides. The industry sells it to you pre-washed. Research from 2017 shows that water removes less than 30% of what is hiding inside. But 3 powders under your kitchen sink remove up to 96%. Your grandmother already knew this. The science took 60 more years to agree. When the solution is free, the industry sells you the problem. The archive opens in central Italy, 600 years before the Common Era. On a hillside where wild cabbage grows between limestone cracks, an Etruscan farmer kneels. He notices something. One plant has tighter flower buds than the others, smaller, denser. He saves those seeds. He does not know it yet, but he has just begun engineering the most complex vegetable the ancient world will ever produce. It will take 500 more years of selection, 500 more years of hands in soil, until the Romans give it a name: broccoli. From bracco, meaning small arm, a sprout, a tiny branch, a beginning. By the 1st century, Pliny the Elder records it in his natural history. The Romans carry it across the Mediterranean, from Italy to the edges of empire. Then silence. For almost 1,000 years, until 1533, when a young Italian princess named Catherine de' Medici travels to France to marry the future king. She brings her chefs, her recipes, and a vegetable the French court has never seen. They call it Italian asparagus. 2 centuries later, Thomas Jefferson reads about it in European journals. He orders seeds from Italy, plants them at Monticello, writes about them in his garden book. 1767, the year broccoli arrives in American soil. But it will not reach American tables for another 150 years. Now, look closely at a broccoli floret. Each tiny branch divides into smaller branches. Each smaller branch divides again and again. A tree inside a tree inside a tree. This is called a fractal, a pattern that repeats itself at every scale. Nature designed it this way for a reason. Maximum surface area, to catch sunlight, to trap rain, to hold pollen. Beautiful engineering, 400 million years in the making. But that same engineering will become its greatest vulnerability. If you are someone who believes this kind of knowledge should not stay buried, subscribe to the Green Archive. We open files that were closed for a reason. 1920s. 2 Italian immigrant brothers, Stefano and Andrea D'Arrigo, bet everything on broccoli. They ship crates of it from California to the East Coast by refrigerated train. Americans have never seen it. Most think it is a weed. Within a decade, broccoli is everywhere. By the 1940s, it is a staple. But something else arrives in the 1940s too. DDT malathion, chlorpyrifos, the pesticide revolution, and broccoli, with its fractal architecture of 10,000 tiny surfaces, becomes the perfect chemical sponge. Walk into any supermarket, pick up a bag of broccoli, read the label. Pre-washed, ready to eat. But washed with what? For how long? At what temperature? Under what pressure? The global pesticide market is worth $65 billion, projected to reach $85 billion by 2030. The Environmental Working Group lists conventional produce among the most contaminated categories in America. The solution is not complicated. It is not expensive. It has been in your pantry all along. But nobody advertises baking soda, because the margin on a box of baking soda is 63 cents. Remember that fractal? Those 10,000 tiny surfaces designed to trap rain and pollen? Pesticide molecules lodge deep between them. Insect larvae nestle inside. Chemical residue settles into crevices where running water cannot reach. The architecture that once made broccoli a masterpiece of natural engineering now makes it a trap. She did not call it pesticide removal. She did not call it osmotic pressure or alkaline degradation. She called it Salt Bath Sunday. Every vegetable, every week, a bowl of water, a handful of salt, sometimes vinegar, sometimes a pinch of baking soda her mother taught her to add. No peer review, no published paper, no funding, just a kitchen, just hands that had done this 1,000 times before. Just knowledge passed through kitchens, not journals. Italian nonnas did it. Japanese grandmothers did it. West African mothers did it. Taiwanese mothers-in-law pickled the stems that others threw away. They all knew. They just could not prove it. Not in the language science would accept. Not until 2017. University of Massachusetts, 2017. A team of food scientists publishes a paper in the Journal of Agricultural and Food Chemistry. They test what happens when you soak produce in a 1% baking soda solution. The result: 80% of thiamethoxam, gone. 96% of phosmet, gone. After just 12 to 15 minutes of soaking. Water alone? Less than 30%. Commercial produce washes? About the same as water. The cheapest powder in your pantry outperforms every branded solution on the shelf. Salt creates osmotic pressure, roughly 1.7 atmospheres, enough to force insect larvae and eggs out of hiding. Flour particles, each smaller than a grain of sand, move through microscopic gaps like tiny sponges, absorbing what water slides past. 1 tablespoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, 1 tablespoon of flour, a bowl of water, 5 to 10 minutes, 3 powders, under your sink, costing pennies, validated by a university 60 years after your grandmother already knew. If this is the kind of investigation that deserves to exist, help us keep digging. Like this video, share it with someone who eats broccoli, which is everyone. It did not disappear. It did not require a patent. It did not need a label. Salt, soda, flour. 3 powders that outlasted every branded solution on the shelf. Your grandmother was not being old-fashioned. She was being correct. The archive closes, but the salt remains. The soda remains. The flour remains. 3 powders, in your pantry, under your sink. The formula was never lost. It was just unbranded. Subscribe to the Green Archive. We excavate the knowledge they made invisible. Every file we open was closed for a reason. What did your grandmother teach you about washing food? Tell us in the comments, because that knowledge is the archive.